Yeah. That has a lot to do with it. Yeah.
You were saying, oh yeah, I'm cool with Biggie, I'm cool with so and so, and Pac wasn't going for that.
He ain't lying.
I've heard mention that he hasn't received his residuals.
Oh, here we go again.
And it's a lot of money that's been left on the floor, and it's a lot of money that's been missing. Daz Dillinger saying the same thing. Recently, we seen him selling a version of the Chronic album because that's his way of getting back to get his money. And you got on the other end, you got Snoop Dogg saying that, hey, all business is good. Nobody did anything wrong. So it's like, who do we believe in this situation? Daz Dillinger recently said that Snoop Dogg didn't even like Tupac.
God damn!
Now, for those that know the history of Death Row and how everything went down, people were saying that Snoop Dogg was jealous because of how fast Tupac was getting his momentum and how people was gravitating towards Tupac, and Snoop Dogg was actually there before him. So we've seen in different narratives that Snoop Dogg did try to what's the word?
Just say it.
Embellish on certain scenarios, rewrite history. Now that he's basically one of the last members surviving in that whole death row camp, Suge Knight is locked up, so he can't really do and say as much that he want to say. Tupac isn't here. Eazy-E isn't here. So, basically it's his word against their word. So, Kokane recently did an interview to where he was talking about a lot of this stuff. It was on Cam Capone News, and he was saying that he was owed a lot of money, and Snoop Dogg is acting like like, where'd that come from? I don't owe you anything, which is crazy. So, it's just a lot of mess going on. So, hey, Corny, like, what's your thoughts? What you hear about this stuff, bro?
Man, I've been hearing about this Daz Snoop beef for quite some time now. It's been about, I don't know, 8 months now, from the start. Daz was talking about some increments that was missing from the beginning, or when Snoop took over, when he took Death Row back over. You know what I'm saying? And Daz went at him immediately and called him out. And you got this now. You got this now. You know what I'm saying? For me, this is all the footage that I'm about to see is about to be new to me right now, just to let you know. It's been in my algorithm. I've seen the titles. I'm passing over. I'm going to come back to it. But here's the day to come back to it. Run across this that Dad said that you never liked Tupac anyway.
Nope.
And all I did was seen the title. And when I seen the title, it made me think about the movie NWA, or was it? No, it wasn't NWA. It wasn't NWA. Was it? No, it was All Eyez on Me, Tupac. The plane scene.
I'm about to say the airplane scene.
Yeah, it made me. That was just by seeing the title, it made me think of that scene. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, okay. And I can see that maybe, Tupac coming straight out, fresh out, gained the popularity just like that. You know what I'm saying? Came out with an album quickly as soon as he came out. This has got to be the fastest I've ever seen somebody work. I'm not going to lie. At that time, albums wasn't coming out like that. When he came out and when he got out, the day he got out, you wasn't expecting him to be releasing that album the day that he did. That was just, and it became a classic.
Yes.
I honestly believe that Tupac rushed through that album because how fast that it came out. You're gaining this notoriety. You're gaining more notoriety by being with Death Row Records. Shit's going all the way up. Snoop looking at him now. Shit, I was Death Row. Now the shine is going to Pac. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's at that time. That's when Snoop was like, and Dre was like, time to get out of here. And that's what they did. You know what I'm saying? Because Pac became close with Suge. You know what I mean? Became very close. It was a lot of shit going on in the Death Row Records, studios, all that. Everybody know the business from the stories and stuff. You know, it's red and blues up in there, and they up in there tripping. I honestly believe that Snoop probably did hate on him, man. At that time, right there when he just come in, he like, who does this nigga think he is? Like, that's that Snoop Dogg voice, like, in my head. You know what I'm saying? I would hate that Snoop would hate on him like that. But like I said, let's bring it back. That plane scene from All Eyez on Me, the movie. You know what I'm saying? So this is all fresh for me. Can't wait to hear what he got to say. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that.
Yeah, one thing that's kind of that you might not, I don't know if you know about this, but one of the reasons Pac had some type of attitude or he had some disdain towards Snoop Dogg was because the first time when Pac got hit up at Quad Studios, the whole Biggie stuff, what was Snoop Dogg's response when they was asking him about the East Coast, West Coast beef? Snoop Dogg was playing both sides.
Oh, yeah. That has a lot to do with it, yeah.
He was saying, oh, yeah, you know, I'm cool with Biggie, I'm cool with so-and-so. And Pac wasn't going for that.
He ain't lying.
Hey, man, so you gonna tell me 94.6 of y'all are not subscribed?
What are y'all doing? Hit that subscribe button and put notifications on all.
Now let's get to the video.
Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, commenting, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Are you a fan of my brand and want to show your support? Well, I got some awesome merch for you to check out today. I got everything from stylish t-shirts featuring my logo to cozy hoodies that are perfect for those chilly nights. And don't forget about the signature hats and mugs. Whether you heading out to a concert, running errands, or just hanging out with friends, my merch is the perfect way to show your love for the brand. And the best part, I got some exclusive deals and discounts going on right now. So what you waiting for? Head over to the store, grab your favorite item before they gone.
Yo, you now rocking with classic music. Now what I want you to do is hit that like, subscribe, and comment on this video. Yeah, let's get it.